The Mandalorian Episode 5 just came out, and it is one of the best of the season. We got to see Zeb, learn more about Coruscant, and we got to see the start of the Mandalorians rebuilding themselves. One of the best parts of the episode was the ending, where we get to see that Moff Gideon never made it to trial, and that he escaped. One of the big questions is, how? And in this video, I'll be answering that very question. So without further ado, let's get into it. At the end of the episode, when Carson Teva sends a camera to go have a look at the inside of the ship, he finds nothing except a small piece of Beskar. This leads him to believe that it was the Mandalorians that saved Moff Gideon. This theory makes a bit of sense, since Moff Gideon was the ruler of Mandalore at one point, and he must have had some loyal followers. However, I don't believe that is the case. I think someone much more important saved him. And I think that person is Thrawn. Thrawn is one of the smartest characters in Star Wars, and the smartest non-Force user. He is a great tactician and military strategist, and he always seems to know everything. He's always 10 steps ahead of everyone else, and he knows his enemy's strengths and weaknesses. It would be very plausible for him to save Moff Gideon, and then blame it on the Mandalorians. He knows a lot about the New Republic, as he has a spy there working for him, or someone else in the Empire that does report to him. Thrawn has been teased in Season 2, and now I think he's starting to get more involved and ready to reveal himself. We also got to see Zeb in this episode, which seems to be a hint that Thrawn is involved with something. Maybe Zeb is looking for Thrawn, or they simply showed him as an Easter egg, leading to the Chiss. Now, the question is, how did Thrawn get the Beskar? But we already know that the Empire has lots of Beskar, probably because they farmed all that was left on Mandalore. Thrawn is a smart and resourceful person, so I'm sure he has his ways. We have also seen Thrawn with Beskar, as the Magistrate had the Beskar spear, so we know he's not shy of using it. Another hint that it was Thrawn is that the Beskar that was found is silver, and has not been changed in colors at all. Most Mandalorians, excluding Din Djarin, paint their helmets and gear to their liking. Not everyone is as extreme as Sabine, but most members of the Mandalorian covert have different colored armor. So even though it might seem like it was Beskar from the Mandalorians, I think it is from the Empire, that was implanted there purposely, so that the New Republic would be against the Mandalorians. In my previous video, I talk about Bo-Katan riding the Mythosaur, and how she would be against the Empire, and that would mean that the Mandalorians and the New Republic would team up. But Thrawn knew that this might happen, so he planted the Beskar, so that the Mandalorians and the New Republic would be at war with one another. This would divide the Empire's enemies, and make it easier for them to attack Coruscant, and take back what was once theirs. Thrawn is just waiting for his enemies to fight each other, and once they become weak, he will swoop in and destroy them all. Like I said at the beginning, Thrawn is always thinking multiple steps ahead of time, and this is all part of his plan. I'm very excited to see more of him, and to finally see him in live action. I'm sure it will not disappoint, and there will be some epic battles. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and comment down below who you think rescued Moff Gideon. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and click the video on screen to watch more great Star Wars content. But apart from that, have a great day.